Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a film study, all 22, on this Indianapolis Colts offense, specifically Daniel Jones, JT, this offensive line. Josh Downs also had a phenomenal football game. I know there was some luck going into the game-winning field goal at the end of the football game, but 29-28 against a really good Denver Broncos defense. I know the Colts had 473 yards of total offense in this game, but if we look at the red zone, this Colts team really could have had like 40 points. Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones looks phenomenal. I'm loving Shane Steichen's play calling. Tyler Warren looks like the best tight end in the NFL draft. And we're just going to break down some of this offensive tape, so let's get into it. All right, guys, there was a lot I liked about Daniel Jones and this Colts offense, but I even want to show you some of the small stuff because this is the first possession here. You're going to see Josh Downs on a crosser, and what I thought was really impressive is Daniel Jones just kind of reading this play here. We got one safety up top, and then we got Pat Surtain right here, the best cornerback in the league, defensive player of the year last year. You got Tyler Warren down here who's going to do something like this. You got Jonathan Taylor who's going to do something like this. We just lost it on the film. But anyways, we got Pittman doing this. And then we got Alec Pierce running like a deep post. And so this is the second play of the game for the Indianapolis Colts. And like I said, I want to show you some of the big plays in this football game because the Colts had like 4 plays over 40 yards. 3 of those were in passing. But what I really love about this is, like I said, second play of the football game. All right, Jonathan Taylor, first play of the game, runs it for 4 yards. This is the second play. This is Shane Steichen's script here. Now, what I love about this, and I'll show it to you, is we have Pat Surtain right here. He is covering Tyler Warren, who's about to run into the flat. Now, if he does bite on this, if he does bite on this, and Pat Surtain follows him this way, and then JT's going deep, that's going to leave the open of the field for Josh Downs, who has his guy beat. So Daniel Jones, with pressure coming, he's already got pressure right here, avoids that sack, and now you got Zach Allen coming right at your face. He sees Pat drops into man with Tyler Warren, and he lets it rip to Josh Downs. And you'll see this from this other end zone. And I think Denver runs a fun little stunt here that you're going to see, where essentially the edge is moving in, the tackle's moving out. We got one-on-one. They're bringing 5 total guys, so we got 5 one-on-ones. You see Pat is following Tyler Warren, and we got Josh Downs right here, number 1. And Daniel Jones is just reading this, moves to his left, gets him a little bit of extra time, and then he's about to get whopped by Zach Allen, or as they say, Sack Allen over in Denver, and finds Josh Downs for 19 yards on the first possession of the game. And it's a huge reason. I've got all these fun statistics because they're truly crazy, but we're trying to keep this one moving, so we'll just save this for the next slide. So I love this play call here. It's Tyler Warren, 41 yards. This is their second possession of the game. Colts are the first team in the Super Bowl era to not punt in either of their first 2 games. And here we go. We got Alec Pierce running deep. We got, I think this is... Oh, this is Doolin. Is this Doolin? Number 16? He's running a deep post the other way. That's kind of surprised me. Sorry, I don't know who I thought this was. But anyways, what you're going to see here is a play action. Jonathan Taylor is going to be the check down. And Tyler Warren's just going to maneuver here. And so we're bringing this cornerback with him. And this safety's either going to pick this guy or he's going to pick Doolin, who's going this way. And it's going to leave the open of the field right here for Tyler Warren. This is scripted plays from Shane Steichen. Gets a little bit of extra time with that play action. Gets these linebackers not knowing exactly what to do. And you find Tyler Warren wide open. Great throw. And he ends up running this all the way down into the red zone. But we'll see it from this other angle. Patience from Daniel Jones. People make fun of Daniel Jones and his running ability a couple of seasons ago for him just being a better runner than he is a passer. This offensive line I thought also had a phenomenal game, but we see Tyler Warren moving. You're going to get some pressure right here, and the play's not quite ready yet. So Daniel Jones moves to his left. He moves to his left, even kind of steps backwards a little bit, gives himself some extra time, some extra room, And then he just whips this to Warren. And this ball is perfectly thrown. You could not throw this ball better than how Daniel Jones did here. And I just loved all these big-time plays. They actually set the NFL record for most consecutive scoring drives at 10 to start an NFL season. And this is Tyler Warren here. Now, the only issue I had with the Indianapolis Colts was lack of touchdowns. They didn't score a touchdown in the second half, and they didn't score a touchdown on either of these first two possessions that I showed you. They're still scoring, and it ultimately leads to the victory. But like I said, they went 2 of 6 in red zone efficiency. If that number was like 4, you're looking at a 40-point offensive game from the Colts here. All right, big possession here. It's 3rd and 2, all right? And we're getting to the end of the first quarter, 7-6 still. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best players, in my opinion, in the National Football League. I had a bunch of family go to Wisconsin, so I guess it's a little bit biased. I'm also a Packers fan, but Jonathan Taylor just had over 200 yards from scrimmage in this football game, 165 of those running on 25 attempts, averaged 6.6 yards per carry, and then also he had a couple of catches for 50 yards, including this 43-yarder that you're going to see right here. Now, Josh Downs, it's 3rd and 2, like I said. Josh Downs is going to come right here, and this would be an easy first down. But Daniel Jones sees the defensive backs following him, right? He's already throwing this football. So you're getting a bunch of Broncos defenders right here. You know Jonathan Taylor's wide open here in the check down wheel route. And you're going to throw to him with perfect anticipation. And now it's just a running match. And he's going to end up bringing this all the way into the red zone once again. Show to you this other angle. But I loved this quick decisiveness from Daniel Jones in this football game. And like I said numerous times already, I am loving all these big-time plays from the Indianapolis Colts offense. Great throw, great play call, and Jonathan Taylor just does the rest here. Now, I've seen a bunch of stuff, a bunch of rhetoric online about the Broncos and just, too many penalties. Sean Payton said it was going to be a tough film to watch. Everyone's bringing up the ending of that football game. And this is Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, in my opinion, had a phenomenal football game. He had 4 catches for 68 yards here, and the last one came at a huge time. We'll show that as the game progresses here. But another big-time play here. This one ends up going for 44, and it's the 2-minute warning. It's 21-13 Denver's way, and Daniel Jones even has Josh Downs open right here in the middle of the field, but he decides in one-on-one coverage to throw this ball up to Alec Pierce. And what I love about it is, first off, this is great, and it ends up being pass interference, but it doesn't matter on Riley Moss because he's got him beat. And this is a great football thrown. You want to balloon these balls and let your wide receiver be able to make a play because the defensive back gets desperate here. You're a one-on-one coverage. This is a 40-yarder here. Riley Moss gets a little too aggressive. He slips. He falls right onto Alec Pierce. And you want to just throw this ball up to give your wide receiver an opportunity to win, and also it forces the defensive back to get a little bit desperate, like Riley Moss kind of does here, and he trips. And I just think this is a great ball from Daniel Jones, a great catch, great focus from Alec Pierce here. But what I keep saying for like the 800th time in this video, this aggressive nature from the Indianapolis Colts offense, I've absolutely loved in the first 2 games of this season. All right, another phenomenal play call here from Shane Steichen. What you're going to end up seeing here is Alec Pierce running a crosser, and it's going to end up getting both of these 2 guys to just kind of be in the same area, and you're going to see Jonathan Taylor just go uncovered, wide open here in the check down. And so we're watching this play breakthrough. I can't tell if this is pass or or not, but we're running. We got a bunch of guys in the middle of the field here, and they're both following. So you got Jonathan Taylor. There's a minute 36 left in the half here. You got plenty of time. He's wide open. Throws it with some anticipation. I guess maybe it's technically a little bit behind him. But you notice this. You've got a guy unaccounted for. It looks like another player is open right there, struggling to see the number. But once again, red zone efficiency, very important in the NFL in general. You want touchdowns, not field goals. But we see Daniel Jones going through his reads, looking at Alec Pierce right here. Oh, hold on, number 23, both defensive backs for Denver are on him. So I'm just going to throw it to the guy who's wide open, Jonathan Taylor, for an easy touchdown. Now, in my opinion, this is the play of the game for the Indianapolis Colts because you've got Alec Pierce here crossing, and it's 3rd and 6. All right, and I do feel like Shane Steichen got a little bit too conservative in these play calls. And you do have another possession after this. It's 3rd and 6. You're in 4 down territory. Denver has an unbelievable amount of guys here at the line of scrimmage. They are showing pressure, and they're going to send pressure. They're going to send 6 guys here. And you're going to see Daniel Jones be nice and patient. Great block there from Jonathan Taylor as well. Wait for Alec Pierce to get open on this cross, and just in the nick of time, throws him the football, and Alec is able to get this first down. And after this is kind of what I'm getting to, a little too conservative for my liking. Shane Steichen decides to run the football 3 straight times because he doesn't want Denver to get the football with enough time remaining in this game and go down and kick the game-winning field goal. So he calls 3 straight run plays, which, by the way, like we already said, Jonathan Taylor had a phenomenal football game here. So I guess in hindsight, everything is easy to nitpick. But you see all of these Broncos guys, they're bringing 6 total pressures. And right here, number 23, Jahdae Barron, the rookie, the cornerback, he's blitzing. And Jonathan Taylor does a phenomenal job of picking up this block, slowing him. He picks it up perfectly. And now the left side, Nick Benito's getting through. He's open. He throws it in just the nick of time for this ultimate first down conversion. And then obviously they run it 3 straight times. There's, a penalty here. And then now you've got a 45-yarder to win this football game. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this film study, and I'll close it out here. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this film study here, the Indianapolis Colts. I think we did like 5, 6, maybe even 7 clips here. I felt like it was kind of dragging on. There's still so much that you can look for in this game. Let me know, Colts fans, down below. Do you guys want a defensive film study? Do you want maybe a specific Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren, offensive line? We're going to be covering this Colts team throughout the rest of the week. Trying some new stuff here over on this channel to kind of get like more of a community feel back here. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. And let me know down below what impressed you about Indianapolis or Indiana Jones and this Colts offense down below. And let me know if you guys want anything specific as the week progresses. Peace.